won't stop till I hear him say,
Warning. The information that we convey in these videos and the content on this page simply provides general consumer information. It is not legal advice or regulatory guidance. It is not intended to sway your personal bias in any way. We are simply just relaying information already available to the general public. We highly suggest you do your own research and draft your own opinion on the topics disclosed in this video breakdown. Without further ado, sit back, relax, enjoy this video breakdown, and if you're not already subscribed to the YouTube channel, consider doing so now.
Our analysis on CBDC, in particular for the use of general use, we tend to establish the equivalence with cash, and there is a huge difference there. For example, in cash, we don't know, for example, who's using a $100 bill today. We don't know who is using a 1,000 peso bill today. A key difference with the CBDC is that central bank will have absolute control on the rules and regulations that will determine the use of that expression of central bank liability. And also we will have the technology to enforce that. Those two issues are extremely important, and that makes a huge difference with respect to what cash is.
Oh, what is going on, CYPRX advanced YouTubers? Welcome back to the CYPRX YouTube page. Those are the types of people running. I mean, that dude, I can't. I'm not going to bash him. I'm not going to be that guy. He's running our financial system. He can't even walk up a flight of stairs, let alone like give an eye-to-eye look into the camera. And that is who we let run us to the ground, ladies and gentlemen. Did you hear what he just said? Did you hear what he just said? Complete control.
Absolute control.
Over $100 bill. $100 bill, ladies and gentlemen. Coming over here. It is reality. It is 110% happening. This was sent to me by one of the CyberX advanced traders in the CyberX community. Dutch government seeks power to monitor all transactions over 100 euro. Under the guise of curbing money laundering, I'm sorry if that offended me, laughing at that individual who literally filled up the entire camera, who runs our financial system, who literally looks like he just indulges in his billions of dollars every single day while people of the lower class suffer based off of his monetary decisions that we don't get a vote on. I'm just sorry if that hurt anybody's feelings. Anyways, continuing this. Under the guise of curbing money laundering and combating terrorist financing, the Netherlands left liberal government is looking to pass a law that would force banks to track and trace all transactions over 100 euros. Critics, however, have denounced the law as far as reaching invasion of citizens' privacy, with some suggest that it's a preparatory step to implement a digital central bank currency. The bill, spearheaded by Finance Minister, who served as the co-chair of the Global Action Group at the World Economic Forum, was submitted to the Parliament on October 21st and states that banks may be obliged to monitor nearly all banking activity of Dutch account holders and centralized databases. We already know in China, I'll get into that in just 1 second later on this video. Let me play this little video snippet that was shared to us by one of the CyberX students.
If you keep your money in the bank just for a rainy day, that might not be rain coming down, just the chairman of the bank urinating on your head from his office window. On this show a couple of months back, our pal Leilani Dowding went to her local branch to withdraw a modest sum under 500 quid and was asked by the bank clerk for what purpose she needed the money. Leilani being Leilani, she opened what I believe our American friends call a can of whoop-ass on the clerk. But the constraints on your use of your money are tightening around the world. The Dutch government has a new bill proposing to monitor all transactions over 100 euros. That's about 100 quid, or indeed $100. All Western currencies are mysteriously converging right now, almost as if in preparation for the introduction of the digital Klaus Schwab mark across the entire Western world. Eva Veladingerbroek, the least deranged Dutch person in the Netherlands, joins me. Can this really be true, Eva, that every single transaction over 100 euros is now going to be recorded and monitored by the state?
Okay, I will link that video in the description down below. And I really feel bad. I don't want people to think that I'm like the type of guy that's like sitting here knocking overweight people, because I'm not. The reason why I laughed at this, okay, this gentleman, right? This gentleman, because as a civilization that stemmed from following kings and queens that literally followed their people into battle, that were in shape, literally had muscles popping out of their neck, had healthy diets, actually cared for their people. This is what we've come to. These are the people now that we allow to lead our nation. I tweeted out to you guys. Has anyone else noticed that none of the leaders that run our countries, both in the government and in the banking sector, no president, no politician, no freaking banking elite, none of them, ladies and gentlemen, zero, zip, nada. Literally all of them are overweight, old, and probably could not run a mile or walk up a 15 flight of stairs to save their lives. How do we allow this? These are the people that literally are looking after us and then calling the lower level, the lower class, the middle class individuals sloppy and lazy, and that this is them right here. This is the head right here, guys. If you have not read this book, you don't know how corrupt this individual right here is, okay? I'm not going to butcher his name, Augustin Carstens. Who cares if I did? Collusion, okay? This is an amazing book right here. If you haven't watched interviews of this amazing individual right here, Nomi Prinz, I hope that I'm not mispronouncing her name. She's a phenomenal individual, amazing book. Definitely go read it. Collusion, How Central Bankers Rigged the World. And the very first chapter talks about Mexico, talks about this individual right here and his journey to his position at the BIS. Oh man, there's so much misinformation that people are just like sleeping on that you guys got to really wake up to. So back to CBDC implementation, full control. You guys heard it from him right there. Okay. And in today's video breakdown, I'm just going to show you all how corrupt the system is and how these individuals are never going to answer for anything that they're doing in the cryptocurrency market or what they've done to the general public. Okay. BIS crypto structural flaws make it unsuitable as a basis for the monetary system. This has been in the works for quite some time. They've been planning this digital takeover for the longest. Okay. A new report from the Bank of International Settlements concludes that crypto structural flaws make it unsuitable as a basis for the monetary system. The annual economic report from the BIS, a global organization of 63 leading central banks, goes on to suggest that blockchain's role in the future of money, in the future of the monetary system will likely take the form of central bank digital currencies because a system grounded in central bank money offers sound basis for innovation. Coming over here. Okay. This one was very interesting. Okay. This is an article, a PDF, and it says, this is just a little tiny snippet. Everyday people around the world make more than 2 billion digital payments. They pay for goods and services, borrow and save, and engage in a multitude of financial transactions. Every time they do so, they rely on the monetary system. The set of institutions and arrangements that surround and support monetary exchange, the heart of the monetary system, stands the central bank. As the central bank issues money and maintains its core functions, people still believe, by the way, that the government is who issues money. That is incorrect. Trust in the monetary system is ultimately grounded in trust in the central bank. However, the central bank does not operate in isolation. Commercial banks and other private payment systems service providers execute this vast majority of payments and offer customer-facing services. Blah, 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 blah. But this is where I found it interesting. The monetary system with the central bank at its center has served society well. No, they have not, ladies and gentlemen. They have not served society well. They lie to you in their documentation, okay? Coming over here, another lie. Flat, blatantly open to the general public that you can go and read that people are believing. Central banks have been providing trust money to the public for hundreds of years as part of their public policy objectives. Trusted money is a public good. This is the most interesting part of this. It offers a common unit of account, store of value, and medium of exchange for the sale of goods and services and settlement of financial transactions, providing cash for public uses, an important tool. So the same people telling you that they've been doing good for hundreds of years and that they're providing a public good are the same individuals sitting in conference meetings with Sam Bankman-Fried, Literally, look at this. Foundational technology for a new financial system. Here's a BIS representative right here. Look at this guy's face. He looks like he's up to something. Do you see this? Look, and he's sitting right here with Sam Bankman-Fried. This was back 7 months ago. Okay, 7 months ago, sitting on a conference, sitting on a summit, BIS Innovation Summit 2022. Look who they invited. Look who they invited. Do you see? Do you see how it's all a massive lie? There's so much more I want to say to you all, but I can't. I'm not trying to get banned on YouTube. Oh, buddy. Ladies and gentlemen, smash that thumbs up button. Subscribe to the YouTube channel. This rabbit hole goes so deep. If you want a more deeper perspective on my personal opinion about the world, follow us on Rumble. Right? We have more content coming out on Rumble. I've just been busy lately. It's towards the end of the year, right? Holidays are coming up, so I apologize. It's a little slow on Rumble, but we have so much content coming out. Do you see this? The same people that are telling you to trust them. Trusted money is a public good. Okay? The monetary system with central bank at its center has served society well. The same people sitting at these meetings with Sam Bankman-Fried. It's all a manipulative scheme for your money. Okay? Money, right? Project Nexus, if you haven't heard, right? I'm not going to get into the details of Project Nexus. Is trying to achieve the equivalent of internet protocols for payment systems. That is scary. That means creating a model through which any country can join by adopting certain technical and governance requirements. Nexus is a model for connecting multiple national payment systems into a cross-border platform that could enable international payments to happen as quickly as sending a text message. This is scary. Why? Again, we see them. We've heard them trying and attempting to track all transactions. Okay. This is 110% happening, ladies and gentlemen. We're coming into a digital age. I can't stress enough. For me personally, the question that I would get to this type of video is, well, how can you protect yourself, Cypress? Physical assets that cannot be manipulated through technology, like hard silver, hard gold, commodities, right? Cash. I've already told you guys, cash is not going away anytime soon. It is still going to be prevalent in the near future, right? Accumulating cash.